Welcome back, guys. This is Attack on Samurai, and here is another Wi-Fi battle for you guys. So, this is also my fourth one, and I'm still using the Mega Cathedral team. This battle happened a while ago, like, I think, it was a long time ago. Like, yeah, so, I probably won't remember most of the plays he did, but, yeah. So, let's get started. So, if I remember correctly, in this fight, he started off with his Sableye, and I started off with my Donphin. Now, I think I switched because I didn't want to get burned, or I thought he was a Mega. So I decided to switch out, and I went into my Infernape, or PK. So he's actually a Mega, and I think he went for Will-O-Wisp. So yeah, I guess that was a good play on my part, going for that. I decided to go for Will-O-Wisp and see how much it was. I mean, you can see how much it would do. And it actually, Life Orb, Infernape with Flare Blitz is actually a 2-hit KO. So, I actually didn't know that, beforehand, before I had this battle. So he knocked off my Life Orb, so now, this Flare Blitz isn't gonna kill, but I do get the burn. So he actually goes for Recover now, and I'm like, well, what else can I do? So he's burned again, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe one more flare, maybe this Flare Blitz should be enough. And so I go for it, and it's not enough. I think it was just mid damage or something, but it didn't kill it, so he decided to recover again. So I'm still Flare Blitzing, trying to get like a good range, so that way I can hopefully try and get rid of this thing. But I decided to give up and just switch out. So I think I go into my Sylveon now, and he went for Recover again. So I think I wanted to go for Hyper Voice, but I think he predicted that and switched out. Yeah, he switches out. I don't remember what he goes into, but let's see. I think he goes into his Escadrille, which is a air balloon. So I go for Hyper Voice. This is gonna do like nothing. Yeah, I didn't do anything. That didn't do anything. So I decided to switch out. I go into my Escadrille, going to my Hydreigon, not wanting to take an Earthquake or something. But he decided to go for the freaking Iron Head, which I get a flinch on. In which he attacked me. He attacked my Hydreigon, and I went for Dark Pulse trying to get it, and I got a flinch. So so now he switches out. I also break his air balloon on the Dark Pulse. So he decides to go into his Greninja. Now for you guys who are very competitive with the game, Greninja is banned right now. So this happened before Greninja was banned. So he's approaching Greninja. He went for I think he went for a Hydro Pump. It wasn't enough because I have Water Absorb, so it negated it. So now he goes into his Rotom, and I decided to go for a Skull in the turn when I think when Escadrille I don't remember. So I went for the Skull, and I got the burn on the Rotom, so I'm like, hey, that's not bad, that's pretty good. So now I switch out, not wanting to take a Volt Switch, and I decided to go into my Sylveon, who could take it better. And as you can see, this Volt Switch does like nothing to it. So now I think he goes back into his Escadrille, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he does. Probably predicting it. And I decided to switch back out, and I think I go back. Yeah, I think I sack this. I don't remember. I think I sack it. He went for the Iron Head, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can live it. Crit. I couldn't live it. I don't know, like from actually calculating if I could have lived that, but I'm pretty sure I would have lived it, maybe, if I'm lucky. So So after that, I went for a Hydreigon and I went for the Surf, and I was able to kill this thing. So yeah. So now he goes into his talent plane, and I'm thinking, like, okay, he's gonna go for a Brave Fruit or a U-turn or something. So I decided to switch out, go into my Donphan to take the hit. He went for the Brave Fruit, like I thought, like I said, and so now I'm in a safe position where, no, actually I'm not, because he still has his Sableye. So I think, I don't remember, but I think I predicted his Sableye to come in and I went for Earthquake. I could be wrong. I probably did go for Stealth Rock, but let's see, what did I do? I went for Ice Shard. I guess I just wanted to get some kind of priority damage in. So now I'm getting my leftovers back up. Sableye is also taking some burn damage. So now I switch out, again not wanting to take the Will-O-Wisp. And now I go back into my Sylveon. And he went for the Will-O-Wisp, but he missed, unfortunately. So now he his only ball to really take Hyper Voice is probably his Rotom. And I guess maybe this thing too, the Landorus. So I go for the Hyper Voice, and as you can see, this Hyper Voice is a nice chunk of damage. It's a crit. I was like, oh, that's beautiful. That is so beautiful. Because now I know I can take this thing out after one more hit. So I decided to go into my Hydreigon. He actually went for the Stealth Rock, so he was a defensive one. Which was a good play on his part. So now I think I go, no, he switches out now. He switches out and he goes into his Greninja, I guess predicting a Surf or a Dark Pulse. I decided to go for the Dark Pulse and it does decent damage, it's decent. I decided to switch out, not wanting to take an Ice Beam, and I think I go back into my Jellicent, yeah, I do. And I think I go for a Toxic maybe, I don't remember. He goes for the Ice Beam. This does like nothing to Jellicent. But my right card activates, so now Greninja switched out. And now it brings in this thing, so I'm like, okay, this isn't terrible. This isn't a terrible position. I can just ult him, right? Wrong, he just switches out, and he's going to switch out and go back into his Rotom. Actually, no, I can't switch out. I don't remember. I think that's what I did. I go back into my Cerberus, Hydreigon. He actually goes for the U-turn, I guess predicting that. And he's able to take out my Hydreigon, unfortunately. And it's a crit. It's a crit. No, I think that's 2 hit. I think that's 2 on his side, and I think I only have, I think I only got 1 crit. Yeah, I think I only got 1 crit so far. But yeah, this was a very hacks-ish. There were a lot of hacks and stuff that were in this fight. Mostly on his side. So he decided to, so he goes into this Greninja and goes for Ice Beam. And this does like nothing. He's also Life Orb, so I'm like, okay. And my Citrus pops up now. So I think I'm in a safe position, so I decided to go for Hyper Voice. And it takes out the Greninja, so I'm like, okay, this is not bad. This is going pretty well. So now his Talon Flame's back in here. I decided to switch out, not wanting to take the Grapefruit, and I go back. No, I think I go into this. I think I predicted something else, but he decided to go for U-turn, and this does like nothing. So I think now he goes back into his Landorus. Yeah, he goes back into his Landorus, and of course he intimidates me and stuff. I think I go for Scald now. I don't remember, but I think I do, or I switch out. No, he decided to go for U-turn. And as you can see, this U-turn does, again, nothing. So, think now he goes back into Talonflame. No, he goes into his Rotom. So I decided to go for Skull. I guess he predicted that too. And Skull again is not doing anything. He's getting his leftovers up, and he's also getting burned at the same time too. So now he goes for Volt Switch, and I'm like, okay, so I don't think we can live this. It lives on full, and I'm like, okay, that's okay. I think I predicted the Volt Switch, but I think I predicted the Volt Switch and then for recovery. Yeah. So I decided to go for recovery. Yep, some health back and stuff. I think now I think I still go for Skull. I don't remember. But he went for U-turn again. Again, doing like no damage whatsoever. So he's pretty much at this moment like just playing with my head, just messing with me and stuff. I still keep going for Skull, trying to at least get some kind of, I don't know, damage or something. He's getting his leftovers back up. This was actually a pretty, it was pretty long. It was a pretty long fight. Just a whole bunch of like switches and stuff. He decided to go for burn. He decided to go for the little respawn, and I went for recovery, trying to get my health back up. As you can see, I'm back up to a decent amount of health, and he's still getting leftovers and getting burned. So I think now I switch. I think I either switch or maybe decide to go for Pain Split. Of course, I remember he went for Pain Split now, and I'm still just trying to chip him down, but it's really not doing much. So really, in a way, he's winning right now. Sort of, he's winning this, I guess, stall war. If you can, I guess, a stall war. So again, I'm getting burned, and he decided to go for Volt Switch now. And as you can see, Volt Switch did a lot of damage, and I think after the burn, Jellicin's pretty much done. So yeah, I decided to go for Shadow Ball just to do maybe a little bit more to that Rotom or whatever came in, and it did a decent amount. For Pinky, for Jellicin not getting, I'm being offensive. So now I go into my Beedrill. I think I have this in my Donphan left. So now I Mega Evolve. I think I go for U-turn. I don't remember. I think I either protected or I went for U-turn. Yeah, I went for U-turn. So now his Beedrill's gone. So that's 3 down. That's his Sableye, his Greninja, and his Escadrille that are now gone. So I'm like, okay, maybe I think I might be alright. So now that Sableye's gone, I think now I go for Stealth Rocks, trying to chip away at the Talonflame. So now Landorus comes back in, he gets his Intimidate up and stuff. So he goes for EQ. Earthquake doesn't do, does a lot. It's actually a crit, and that crit changed a lot of what happens after this. It really does. It really does. So now I think now at this point I'm just going for Ice Shards, just chipping me away a little bit. And I think I also go for Rapid Spin to try and get rid of his Stealth Rocks. Yeah, I go for Rapid Spin, trying to get rid of his Stealth Rocks. So now I'm just going for Ice Shards here. I think he goes for Stealth Rock on this turn, predicting Ice Shard or whatever. So I go for the Ice Shard. It does a decent amount, and no, he just went for so much. Okay. So there goes my Donphan. So now all I have left is Beedrill and Sylveon. So I go into my Sylveon. I think I go for another. No, he went for Self Rock here. Yeah, there you go. He went for the Self Rock. So now I go for a Wish. I guess I wanted to pass that. Or something. I don't remember. So now the Self Rocks are back up, which means that Beedrill can't really. I can't really do much. I predicted, or I went for Protect to try and get the Wish up, and so now, Sylveon's at max health. I just had to go for another Hyper Voice, but I think he switches now and goes into his Rotom, of course. So now I go for the Hyper Voice, and I think it's able to take out the Sun. Yep, it's able to take out the Rotom. So now all he has left is Landorus and Talonflame. Speaking of Talonflame, here it is. And this moment right here, this is the moment that changed the fight. Just watch. Crit from max HP. He crit me, and that was it. I knew I couldn't win after that. That crit mattered so much. It really did. If he didn't get the crit, I would have won. Honestly, if he didn't get the crit, I would have won that. So, yeah, that was a good game on his part. He played pretty well. Just very hacks, a lot of hacks and stuff in this fight. So yeah, he decided to go for the Earthquake as his finishing move, and it's able to take me out. So yeah, that was a good game. Yeah, that was a really good game on his part. It was very close. There were a lot of crits. So yeah, that fight. Now I remember why I didn't like that fight. There were so many crits, just so many. I just hated it. If he didn't get the crit on the Talonflame, I would have won. I even calced it earlier. I think it was after the battle I had. I calced it, and apparently Sylveon could have lived it. But yeah, crits are never. Usually when a crit happens, they're never in your favor. I mean, unless you're the one who's using the crit, then it's in your favor. But it's you getting critted, then it sucks. But yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next video.